2001. Every day 2000 is the day after, and every day that we live it. Has that been in your heart while you heard this story? Just go back to that day and remember where you were at when you heard about the George attack. Just remember.
Today is my first day at the World Trade Center. I'm finally becoming what I've always wanted to be, an accountant. I know it's nerdy, but it's my own kind of personal language. And everything's been going great. My boyfriend just proposed to me yesterday. Everything's perfect. This morning, at around 8:46 a.m., this dark figure came rushing towards me. And you might think now about the pain I'm going to tell you I felt, but I felt nothing. My whole body went numb. And all I could hear was unmuffled cries of people crying out to God. And all I could think about was how this morning when my boyfriend and I were fighting, I just told him I loved him. I mean, who cares where the wedding would have taken place? Buffalo, New York. It didn't matter anymore. And this morning when I called my mom, I didn't tell her I loved her or that we were getting married. And she didn't know that I was getting married. I'm so sorry, so please don't forget me.
My dad wasn't a special man. He wasn't a stockbroker. He first day had a major league work job for work risen there. But he was a janitor. He cleaned the toilets and vacuumed the floors. I remember sitting in school and my teacher got a call and rushed back home. 15 minutes later, she came in, tears streaming down her face, screaming, "The towers were hit! The towers were hit!" She told us to go home and call our parents and stay at school, but nowhere could do. My mom frankly came 3 hours late. She rushed in, screaming, "You're dead! You're dead! You're dead!" That day is the day that I became the man of my family. My dad wasn't a special man to anyone except to my family and me. He took me to my first Yankees game and he taught me how to throw my first ball. He stayed up all night helping me with my history homework, and no matter who needed him, he was always there. So, please, don't forget my dad.
I was lucky enough to survive the attack that day. You would think I would have any trouble re-kissing in life. More than anything, I'm just thankful. Thankful to be alive when so many others have tragically died. I try to live my life to the fullest, and sometimes I fear that I could slip back into that dark hole covered in debris that those crazy firefighters pulled me out of. Sometimes I fear that as soon as I enter a building, it'll collapse on me. Sometimes it becomes difficult for me to breathe because I feel claustrophobic. I feel as if the air is filling with ashes. I try my best to live a normal life, but it's an ongoing battle. Everyone seems to have to move on, except for those that were in the building and those that have lost loved ones in the attack. Every day September 11th. So America, please, don't forget.
Amen.
My wife Mindy was 7 months pregnant with our first child. That day we had a checkup and she wanted me to come. I don't even know why, because we already knew we were having a girl and we already knew that she was healthy, but she wanted me to come anyways. That morning I looked into her beautiful hazel eyes and I blatantly lied. I said, "Yes, honey, I'll be there." Knowing I had a big meeting with the boss that I couldn't miss him for the love of my life. I kissed her on the forehead and I walked out of the door. I took my first cup of coffee and rushed into the tower. Instantly, I heard a loud boom and I was knocked to the ground. I blacked out. 20 minutes later, I woke up and I tried to run, but I couldn't. I remember screaming for someone to help me, but nobody came. In comes the smoke and dust and I couldn't breathe. That's all I can remember. The firemen couldn't find my body through the rubble. Till this day, Mindy still runs to the street, calling out for me, looking for me. I'll never get to hold my daughter in my hands. I'll never get to walk her down the aisle when she gets married. I won't get to tell Mindy how I love it when she wears blue, or how I love how she smells like honeysuckles and roses. I won't get these memories, America, so please, don't forget me.
Sometimes, when I'm sitting on the plane to go back to the war, I'm leaving my family, my wife, my mom, my brother. I wonder if America has forgotten about me and the people that are fighting for them. I didn't want to be a soldier. I guess I'm ashamed to say, I only joined
to get someone to pay for my college tuition. I want to be an Algebra 1 teacher. My mom's a single parent and cannot afford sending me to college or trying to put food on the table for me and my brothers. So I signed the day after I graduated, September 11, 2001. I remember being on base descending terrorist attacks from alive and I knew in the pit of my stomach that we would be called to duty, and I, as a soldier, would have to rise to the occasion and defend my country. After my first tour of Iraq, I came home and there were hundreds of people with signs. They shook my hand and told me how big of a hero I was. I did feel like a hero. Then after the second, there were less people. Then after the third, there was no one at all except my family. Every time I come back, it feels like America has forgotten that we are at war and has just moved on with their lives. Every day I live a war. Well, I feel like everyone has forgotten about me and the soldiers that fight with me side by side. Even when I'm home, I can't escape it. I dream about it, I think about it, I get stuck in it. Every day, people still feel the effects and the heartaches of September 11th. America, have you forgotten that there are thousands of men and women fighting for your family's safety? America, have you forgotten about the thousands of people that lost their loved ones at the World Trade Center and the Pentagon? America, have you forgotten about me or my family? America, you have truly forgotten about me. America,
Don't forget